Some of the oldest mosques in the world may not be found in the well-known Islamic centers of Cairo or Mecca, but in the Horn of Africa, particularly in Somalia. While cities like Cairo, Medina, and Mecca are often regarded as the cradles of Islamic civilization, the reality is that Somalia's role in the early spread of Islam is equally significant. The mosques found in Somalia, especially those in its coastal cities, are not just relics of the past. They are living monuments to the region's deep connection to Islamic history and the broader narrative of Islam's rise and spread in Africa. The history of Islam's spread in Somalia can be traced back to the earliest years of the religion, when the first Muslim communities began migrating from the Arabian Peninsula. In fact, some of the most remarkable and historically significant mosques in the world are located in Somalia, standing as silent witnesses to the region's involvement in early Islamic history. Among these, the Masjid al-Qiblatayn, or Mosque of the Two Qiblas, located in the ancient port city of Zeila, stands out as one of the oldest and most fascinating mosques in the world. This mosque, built in the 7th century CE, not only reflects the architectural styles of early Islam, but also provides insight into the evolution of Islamic practices during the religion's formative years. One of the most unique features of Masjid al-Qiblatayn is its dual mihrabs, which indicate the direction of prayer known as the Qibla. In Islam, the Qibla is the direction in which Muslims face while performing their prayers. What makes the Masjid al-Qiblatayn so historically significant is that it contains two mihrabs, one facing Mecca, the present direction of prayer, and the other facing Jerusalem. This unusual feature offers a rare glimpse into the early days of Islam, when Muslims initially prayed towards Jerusalem before the Qibla was changed to Mecca. The construction of Masjid al-Qiblatayn is also deeply linked to the early Islamic migrations to Africa. During the early years of Islam, many Muslims faced persecution from the Quraysh tribe in Mecca, leading to the first waves of migration to nearby regions. One of the earliest and most significant migrations was the Abyssinian Hijra, where a group of early Muslims sought refuge in the Kingdom of Aksum, located in present-day Ethiopia. The coastal city of Zeila, situated on the Red Sea, became a vital stop for these early Muslim migrants as they made their way to Ethiopia. As such, Zeila was not only an important port for trade and commerce, but also a critical point of connection between the Arabian Peninsula and the rest of Africa, helping to facilitate the spread of Islam into the Horn of Africa. Zeila's historical role as a key trade hub also contributed to the spread of Islam across East Africa. For centuries, the city was a bustling center of trade, linking the Arabian Peninsula with the African continent. Through this vibrant trade network, Islam was gradually introduced to the coastal cities of Somalia, and it was through these ports that Islam began to penetrate deeper into the interior of East Africa. The mosque in Zeila, with its dual mihrabs, became a symbol of the intermingling of religious and cultural influences, reflecting both the Islamic traditions of the Arabian Peninsula and the rich cultural heritage of the Horn of Africa. While the Masjid al-Qiblatayn is one of Somalia's most well-known mosques, it is far from the only significant Islamic site in the country. The Fakhr al-Din Mosque in Mogadishu, established in 1269 CE, is another example of Somalia's rich Islamic heritage. This mosque, named after its founder, a prominent Somali leader, is one of the oldest mosques in the capital city. The Fakhr al-Din Mosque is known for its architectural beauty, which blends traditional Somali designs with Islamic architectural principles. Its grandeur and historic significance make it an important landmark in the city, and it continues to serve as a place of worship and a focal point for the Muslim community in Mogadishu. Mogadishu, like Zeila, has long been a center of Islamic scholarship and culture in the region. The city was a thriving hub of Islamic learning, attracting scholars from across the Muslim world. Many of the region's early Islamic scholars played a key role in spreading the teachings of Islam throughout the Horn of Africa, establishing schools, mosques, and centers of learning where students could study the Quran, Islamic jurisprudence, and other religious sciences. These scholars were instrumental in promoting Islam not only in Somalia but also in neighboring regions, contributing to the spread of the religion throughout East Africa. The role of Somali scholars in the dissemination of Islamic knowledge is evident in the many mosques, schools, and libraries that were established during this period. Somali scholars were highly regarded for their intellectual contributions, and their influence extended far beyond the borders of Somalia. The country became a center of Islamic learning, producing scholars who played a crucial role in shaping the development of Islamic thought in East Africa and the broader Muslim world. This intellectual legacy continues to be a source of pride for the Somali people and is a testament to the country's deep roots in Islamic tradition. The introduction of Islam to Somalia brought about significant cultural and social changes. One of the most notable impacts of Islam in Somalia was its role in unifying the diverse ethnic and linguistic groups in the region. Before the arrival of Islam, Somalia was home to a variety of different tribes and clans, each with its own customs, traditions, and languages. Islam provided a common framework for religious and social identity, transcending these ethnic divisions and fostering a sense of unity among the Somali people. This unification was not just spiritual, it was also political and social, as Islamic principles of justice, governance, and social order began to shape the legal and political systems of Somali society. The influence of Islam in Somalia can also be seen in the country's architectural heritage. The mosques and other religious buildings constructed during the early years of Islam reflect the ways in which Islamic architecture was adapted to the local context. Somali mosques, including the Masjid al-Qiblatayn and the Fakhr al-Din Mosque, often incorporate elements of both Islamic and Somali architectural styles, resulting in a unique fusion of cultural influences. This blend of Islamic and local architectural traditions is one of the hallmarks of Somalia's Islamic heritage and reflects the country's role as a cultural crossroads between Africa and the Arabian Peninsula. Despite the historical importance of Somalia in the spread of Islam, the country's Islamic heritage is often overlooked in mainstream narratives of Islamic history. Much of the attention tends to focus on the major Islamic centers of the Middle East and North Africa, with less emphasis placed on the role of East Africa, and particularly Somalia, in the early development of Islam. However, the ancient mosques of Somalia, such as the Masjid al-Qiblatayn in Zeila and the Fakhr al-Din Mosque in Mogadishu, stand as powerful reminders of the country's central role in the spread of Islam across the African continent. Preserving these mosques and other historical sites is crucial to maintaining Somalia's connection to its past and its place in the broader history of Islam. As the country faces political and social challenges, it is essential that efforts are made to protect and restore these landmarks, ensuring that they continue to serve as symbols of Somalia's rich Islamic heritage for future generations. These mosques are not only important religious sites, but also cultural and historical treasures that provide valuable insights into the early history of Islam and the spread of the religion in Africa. In conclusion, Somalia's ancient mosques are vital to understanding the spread of Islam in Africa. The Masjid al-Qiblatayn in Zeila and the Fakhr al-Din Mosque in Mogadishu are just two examples of the country's rich Islamic heritage.